Hello, and welcome back.
We continue to suffer watching Caden play this game.
Ouch. Okay. Trying my best.
As you get hit by a fireball.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, no, it's just good to have fun in these types of games. Goosh, goosh, goosh.
It's like the equivalent of dying from Goombas, kid.
These are far from Goombas. I can't just jump on
Yeah, they're
Goombas.
ghosts. It's Ghost B.
Oh, it might be, yeah. Ghost A.
It's like when you're casting a show. Who do you play?
Oh,
I play
Policeman
Man 3.
A, yeah.
I play Man 3 in cast B. in the blue cast.
I play Suitor.
Who the hell is Suitor?
Well, it's one of the suitors in a brilliant show of 7 goddamn brides, 7 goddamn brothers. One of the greatest musicals ever written.
I was in that.
Oh, I know.
I was in that. I played Joel.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah, I played Joel in that. Who was one of the suitors' names.
My suitor was not tall enough to be
Named.
not I was right there height-wise. They literally took all the boys who were not brothers, lined us up, and got to the, like, top.
Yes.
I was the
yes,
8th
no,
tallest.
No.
Yeah, I was the 8th tallest, so they were like, nope, get out of here.
My favorite
Great.
thing about watching that show at our old junior high, because Kyle, were you in that at your junior high? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't in that show, but I watched it. My favorite thing was the unchoreographed. Oh, Caden's dead. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
My favorite thing was watching the unchoreographed fight scene, in which people were literally just throwing punches.
Yeah, it was just
no choreography. Literally,
it was
people.
a brawl fest.
Yeah, people were literally throwing punches. And the thing is, what I saw,
like,
I've heard stories from like Kyle and other people who were in that show, but from what I saw, it was literally people in the background just scuffling around, like punching each other in the goddamn cooter. I don't care. But like then, like a suitor and a brother would just go up in like center stage. The brother would be like, like throw a weak ass punch at him, knock him full front back, like like Fostro Daw Dragon style, all the way across the goddamn stage. And then he would walk away all proud like, and then the next pair would come up and be like, nah, fuck it, and oh god, and
it's fucking Macho Randy Savage. Randy Macho
it's the mayor of goddamn Slamtown.
Yeah, it's goddamn Mayor McCheese. Takes a big ol' haymaker.
No, but you were saying like you actually were punched during that, right?
Oh, I was actually talking about this at work the other day. But yes, not punched, but So basically our instruction, right, the fucking peons of this show, the 8th grade just men that were supposed to populate the stage with Oktoberfest level brawls. We're there, standing up, and we're supposed to just fight each other, like not give a shit. Just fucking pummel the shit out of each other. I really wanted to do the, like, 8th grade full of energy, just like weak pummeling, where they're just like dancing more
Just basically just dancing.
Yeah, like
just
evidently
spazzing
not
out.
giving a shit. Yeah. But they weren't cool with that, obviously. But anyway, we were supposed to just fight each other, and slowly over time, like after I think it was like after a few minutes into the song, there was a point in the song where we were supposed to all start like going down and like being knocked out or whatever until everyone was knocked out except for the brothers, of course.
Yeah, because apparently they're made of goddamn steel.
Yeah, because the alpha male has to be decided at some point.
Yeah.
And the 1800s certainly knew how that worked. And so we would literally. So yeah, but there was one night where it was like immediate. As soon as all the men went out to go fucking start, I immediately like ran out to start the fight, and some kid, it was like a total accident. He comes back to turn around, and he like kind of just accidentally checks me backwards right against. There's these two like small staircases on the back wall, and I just like fell down, and my back went on boom right on one of the ridges.
Oh,
and I just went,
God!
I'm out.
So you just passed
immediately.
out.
Yeah, I immediately was like, oh, my character's out, man.
Like legitimately, you would just keep going until like you legitimately passed out to the ground.
Yeah, and I was like, I mean, I might do this every night where I just immediately I'm like, oh, I give.
I know. I would if I was
there.
in that show, I would run out and then just like collapse to the ground.
Yeah,
like not even try.
And if they asked me, I would just be like, oh, blood sugar, you know.
Yeah. That wasn't even an issue in 8th grade for me. It only started being an issue, you know, after high school for some reason.
Right.
But I remember being in that show in a community theater. I'm not gonna say where, but at a local community theater, and I was so downgraded. I wasn't even a goddamn suitor in that version of the show.
Oh.
I was a townsfolk.
A townsfolk.
I was a townsfolk. And by the way, this was the best thing.
So man,
I was
in his 40s.
Yeah. Barely. Yeah, I was. I was 14 when I did that goddamn show.
Hey, that's how old I was when I did it. Yeah.
No, but I vividly remember they called me into that show because one of their ensemble members dropped, and I knew the stage manager and the director, and the stage manager asked me, he's like, "Oh, like we would love if you did this show because you're a fast dance learner and all that stuff." And so I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, whatever." And so the first thing that they had me do, I went to my costume fitting. Literally, I walk in, it looked like I was walking into a hoarder's house. Literally, it was just piles upon piles of clothes.
Yeah, just
and I
boxes.
walk into piles upon piles of clothes and boxes and hangers and shit. And this woman, in the midst of all of this shit around her, was sitting in like a lawn chair and was just like, "You Abram?" Like, "Yeah."
God.
"Okay,
yes.
Here's your costume, go to the back and change." I'm like, "God, okay."
Yeah,
and I just went back and changed. And then she took one look at me, tight-ass tan pants, which by the way,
I just want to mention, I was the only goddamn person in that whole fucking show who wore tan pants. Everyone else wore blue-ass jeans.
They put you in just cargo.
They did.
Shorts.
No, they put me like African
Those,
safari
big,
cargo
huge pocketed
Yeah.
shorts. Like if you want one of those old like 16 by 16 inch calculators, you can still shove one of those fuckers in your pocket. Buttons like fucking as big as my monitor.
Hey everybody, I'm in 7 Brides. Let me pull
Hey
up
guys, you want any like normal?
Do you want me to graph anything for you?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to graph the
Yeah.
the currency of gold in 20 years?
Where the fuck is the y-axis, you ask? Oh, I
Oh,
got it right goddamn here.
No, but literally, everybody in
I
that
have
show
80
had
pens
just
in my
modern
pockets.
ass blue jeans.
Yeah.
And I was the only one with like church tan pants.
Oh.
Like tan pants.
So everyone's just like, who brought their costume from home?
Well, no, I remember my sister was watching me one day. My older sister, she was watching me in the show, and she was like, she noticed it. She's like, "Abram, why were you the only one wearing tan pants?" And I was like, I ask myself the same question. I legitimately do not know.
I do not know.
Because they're like, "Oh, he has tan pants, he's important because
Yeah.
he's supposed to stand out." No, I just had tan pants for
Just
no
wanted to
fucking reason.
Fuck you in the ass. Just
Yeah.
wanted to
No,
make
but
you
anyway, I was so
special.
downgraded. I wasn't even like a fucking suitor.
Right.
I was just a townsperson. And so during the entire dance between like the brides, the brothers, and the suitors, that whole town dance and stuff, I wasn't even a part of that dance. I was there. I was just there, just like clapping along and just like cheering them on, like, "Oh yeah, go, 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 yeah, woo!" And get back in there, you. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's so close. Oh,
yeah. No,
right
by
in the
the way,
cooter.
no.
Oh, haymaker.
I know
Right.
the end of the story.
Yeah.
It's not good, women. Fucking run, girls.
It's so stupid. No, but then, and then the fight came along, and literally, our direction was, all the men, just make a semicircle around, kind of like as if it was like a school fight or whatever, and the suitors and the brothers are just gonna fight, and you're gonna push them back in whenever they get too close to you. I'm like, that seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Because especially, especially the fact that that shit was not choreographed either.
Ooh.
And I I mean, I swear to God, they still had a fight call every night, like to practice the fight, but it changed every fucking night. And so I'm like, there's no point in having a fight. Like, there was no point of having a fight call if the fight changed every fucking night.
Yeah.
And so there were some times where like they would swing a punch at me, and I'm like, God, I'm not even a part of this. I'm 14, for God's sake. I don't have healthcare.
I'm sorry. You can have the tan pants. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, but that was one of my worst
That
show
train is
experiences
not on
ever.
tracks.
No, it's not.
It's doing well.
Yeah, that sounds fucking not fun.
Would you look at that? It's just pushing a whole another fucking car for some reason.
No.
How does it just push another fucking box car?
Power of the Force, I think.
Yeah.
Just hold down Z and it'll just fucking
Oh,
do
it'll-
it for you. It'll glow green.
Oh,
Or blue. if
I
you
want
have
to
a
play
blue
that game
lightsaber.
so goddamn bad.
I
The
know,
new
dude,
trailer for the new game just came out, by the way.
Jesus Christ. Really?
Yeah, dude, I love it. It's phenomenal. It's
Aren't they gonna talk though?
they are, but
I loved the.
oh, I loved the mumbles.
Yeah, the mumbling was
The
best
mumbling
part.
lasted up until I think Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and then they fucking boned you in the ass.
They were
with-
like, "Oh,
with-
everyone wants dialogue."
yeah,
No,
Lego
we
Lord,
don't.
Lego Lord of the Rings.
If we
they were
wanted
like-
dialogue, we'd watch the fucking movie.
Yeah, with Lego Lord of the Rings, they were like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr," like they started talking, and I'm like, oh God, no. I'm like, I didn't want this shit.
This one?
Yes, it
Skywalker
is.
Saga
Skywalker Saga, baby.
DLC. Is it gonna have every character? It better.
Pretty much. The Yaddle, or the female Yoda, is in this trailer.
Who?
The female Yoda. Do you not know a Yaddle or Yaddle?
No.
Yeah, she's the female Yoda that sits on the council in episode 1.
She does?
Oh yeah,
I don't remember
she's
seeing
just
one.
in the background. Yeah, she's just there.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Shit, sorry. Oh, I
Oh
didn't know that.
God, Kyle, touch my cock.
I know.
It looks really cool though because literally like
Oh, that
you,
actually
it's
looks
like
Anakin.
it's like a different mechanic. Like it's like kind of third person-y.
Oh.
And like all of the dog fights in space look really cool too. Like
They
look
don't-
at that.
They don't include.
Look at that. It's really cool.
It is cool. This is the way it looks super nice. Because it's like looks 4K. I'm sure it's just 1080, but it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that this game
Actually, I don't know. I
doesn't
feel
take
like
that
of-
many.
I was gonna say of all the games to like easily make 4K, that one.
You can easily make 4K out of a Lego game.
Yeah, I bet they did.
I'm sure they did.
It's like, oh, it's 8K.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
It's like 2 times the amount of my fucking eye resolution.
It's like his hand is like 6 billion pixels. Like, oh my god. Yoda's fucking Lego ass just half circle hand. Just,
I would love if the game was 4K and then just Yoda's hand was just 8K. Just the one hand was 8K, and you just like it's only for a
error
very
message
it's only for like a
over his hand.
very brief like moment where you just see an 8K thing, just like Jesus, what was
oh
that?
my god, that was a real ass hand. That's like a real Lego. It looks like a fucking real
That
Lego.
looked like something my goddamn mom would step on. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Oh my god, yeah, Yoda. Oh my, yeah, I do want to play that.
I would love to play.
Well, that's
it.
the thing. We got to play the old one before we get to the new one.
Oh, we could play the old one.
Yeah.
That could probably be.
Or we could stream it.
We can do that next week.
Yeah. That's the thing. Caden keeps fucking making plans Sunday night.
I did not make today's plans.
Yeah,
That
he was telling
not
me it was a
Oh.
That was not me. That was me going over to my parents' house, and my mom, right as I'm about to leave, going, "Oh, by the way, dinner at Grandma at 5, and she really wants all of us there." Cool. Thanks.
I would just be like, I can't.
Thanks for telling me.
That's the
Well,
great thing about being
because of
20.
Caden's plans, I'm going home and watching the first Twilight movie with my girlfriend.
Oh.
Well, no, she.
God, Abram, you are not long for this. life,
No,
and you're probably
no,
gonna
that
kill
no.
yourself
She
after
here's the
this.
thing. She told me she was like, I want. Is like, have you seen any of the movies? I'm like, I've seen the first one. It's been forever. And she's like, okay, I want you to hate these movies as much as I do. So we're watching all of them.
The first one
There's
is
no
the
better
worst.
way to hate them than watching them.
The first,
And I'm like, okay, God, I love you very much. Let's just do it. Let's get it out of the way.
but also, no, I'm breaking up with you. We're not doing this.
yeah, just,
I will say, I've seen every single Twilight movie.
good for you.
And,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
thank
surprised
you.
you're still alive.
Yeah. The first one is absolutely the worst one.
First one,
I
really?
thought the second one was worse.
No. The
No?
first one is
Well, the second one.
boring.
The second one
Like,
is
it's-
like the Team Jacob, Team Edward debate, right?
Absolutely. Well, the problem with the first one is literally jack shit happens in the first movie.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of emotional masturbating on screen.
It is. It really is. Like,
A lot of stairs.
yeah, it's just it's nothing. It's literally nothing.
You know that Stephanie Meyer wrote a new book called Midnight Sun that basically tells the story of the first one from Edward's perspective.
No one cares about Edward's perspective, though.
And people were like, "Oh, Edward." They were saying like, "Oh, Bella's not a whiny bitch in this book," and they're like, "Well, of course not, because it's coming from goddamn Edward."
Yeah, so everything about Bella is going to be how awesome.
How he feels about her.
Yeah.
Not God.
The first chapter is called "Whiny Bitch." It's from his perspective.
No.
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
she just
I-
won't leave me the fuck alone.
Eris.
Oh,
Oh, she's just fucking gone.
they're both just. Oh, at least Tifa's here.
Well, I still got one more side hoe. She just falls to the ground dead. Damn it.
Damn it, no.
No.
The kids that the Black Wing carries away have to
where's
live
Jesse?
in train graveyard
Where's
forever.
Jesse? God, I'm desperate.
Guys. Oh.
She's just around the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can see them through.
Yeah. Eris, where are you?
Oh, there's. Oh.
There's caught
Oh.
through the boxcar, and they're like, "Oh,
Jesus, we thought we
Got a little
lost you.
scared
Yeah,
there.
we thought we lost you there.
You're just trying to help, aren't you?
Thanks for.
You're just trying to help, aren't you? Just grabs her throat. No, never mind.
No.
You're trying to kill me.
Trying to help?
These ghosts suck ass at helping.
Oh no, that's gonna be Sephiroth. Oh no, that's
Is that the name? Sorry.
it's Terminator 2
That's
right there.
Vision.
You're the one who.
It's the villain in Wall-E. You know,
Auto.
The goddamn steering wheel.
I wanna live! Thank you, John C. Reilly.
I want to live." Never.
Thank you, John C. Reilly. That was a brilliant performance. Here's your paycheck. Get the fuck out of here, okay? See you in a couple years for Wreck-It Ralph.
John C. Reilly. What a guy. There's a guy.
I don't want to sit in a chair. I want to live.
I wanna live. Yeah.
No, you don't get to.
What's Earth? What's plants?
What's Earth?
Yeah, Earth.
And you're like, oh, brilliant, John.
Oh, John, nailed it. Directors just came from your pronunciation. They didn't even make that.
Yeah, John Lasseter was shitting in his office full of toys when that happened.
Yeah.
I don't think John-
full of toys?
Oh yeah.
Like
Which
Toy
is-
Story toys, or just
No, just he's an avid toy collector. Like
toys? And
yeah, so just like vintage toys all over his office. And so the inspiration of Al actually came from him. Like Al from Toy Story 2, because the whole he was saying in like an interview, it's like the whole idea from for Al came from the fact like one day I was working on Toy Story 1 and my kids came into my office because he's like, you know, because I have a whole bunch of toys in my office and they just started playing with them and I was like, oh please don't, you know, be careful, don't touch that. And he was like, and I realized in that moment I'm like, I'm a goddamn cuck.
Yeah.
He's like, these are toys and they are children.
Yeah.
It's like, toys are meant to be played with,
Yeah.
for God's sake. I'm like, so who am I to hold vintage toys on my shelf to, like, as a collectible? And so that's where that whole idea of Al being, like, a toy collector came from and, like, selling these vintage toys. And
Yeah.
so it's interesting. But goddamn, they got Wayne Knight to voice him. Brilliant choice.
Fucking love Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight's a goddamn savage.
He's just one of those people that has built-in voice acting chops.
Oh, he does.
You know, like you just want him. It's like Wall Sean,
Mm-hmm.
fucking Ratzenberger.
Ratzenberger's just a lovely man.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that?
I don't
Is that the
know.
ghost of Christmas yet to come?
I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Are you the spirit of Christmas yet to come? He just points to the grave. Oh God!
Oh, God!
Well, could I prevented this? Pay your fucking employees. Captain. Captain.
Oh yeah. I don't even remember the fucking lines of that. Which one? Who were you saying Wally's the best one, or who was saying Wally's the best one?
Not me.
Not you.
Definitely
Best?
not me.
The best.
Pixar.
Pixar? Neither of us. I don't think any
Okay.
of us.
Someone
say.
was saying that. And
I was
like,
gonna say,
I don't agree
I think-
with that.
I far from agree with that.
I think
actually-
Wally's in the top half.
Oh yeah. Well, Wally's a good movie, I think.
Maybe top
I mean,
five?
no. Look, if I'm gonna go for a top 5, Good Dinosaur, Wally,
Yeah, yeah. Good Dinosaur, Brave, all the cars.
and that's my
Wait,
top 5.
Fine, yeah. That was fucking easy. You don't need Cloud, Kate.
I do need Cloud.
You're obsessed with Cloud.
I need Cloud. Yeah, I need.
But the
him.
other women
you
are
just-
so much better.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
not. Tifa is not that good.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Caden's
fucking
sexist.
sexist asshole.
Cancel his ass.
Yeah, cancel him.
I'm
need
more than
Cloud.
okay. I'm more than okay with Aerith. Not Tifa.
Tifa was awesome.
It's not.
I remember
awesome.
back in episode 5, and we were talking about sodomy.
Oh
where
yeah.
You're literally like, "Oh, Tifa's kicking ass."
Yeah.
Tifa was kicking ass then, but now I need Cloud.
It's because you need to practice with her.
Okay, you ready?
You handle them?
All set.
He's immune.
Do you see this?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's not.
But you're kicking in the asshole. It's working.
Yeah, look, there you go. It's because you were, I don't know, Caden, punching the goddamn
Wheel.
cart.
You're punching the cog of the
There's
wheel.
no specific part I have to hit. I just have to
it's
hit the
immune.
fucker.
Yeah, it's because it can't fucking feel that.
It's like if you're trying to, you know, let's say that you're trying to kill the president and you're hitting his motorcade.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this will fucking teach you, and like you're hitting the motorcade.
Yeah, so you're on just the
Bang.
You're on the White House lawn. Like, there's not much you're doing there.
You're throwing eggs at the White House. That's not gonna prove
Yeah.
anything.
It's like, oh shit, it's actually doing damage to old DJ Trump.
Oh no, God!
Deep for this one.
Just kill me.
Oh, so we were talking about Wally. I honestly feel like Wally is
Not top 5.
well, not top 5. No,
Not
top 5.
10.
I have,
It's hard
I
to
have
think
to
of just
well,
10.
I have
We'd have to see a list to like.
I have to
at
think
least
of the. I have to
one.
think of like the not the Toy Story, but sorry, the Pixar movies, because there's only been like.
I think it
16,
could be in
17?
top 10 for me. I don't think it's top 5 though. Oh, it was my parents. Those fuckers think that.
Oh,
Wally's
really?
The best one. I'm
Why?
Like, you guys are dead wrong.
My dad hates that movie. I mean, not hates it, but he's just like, it's like it's stupid. It's boring.
That's a good short film. That's what
It does have. The
short is great.
My 8-year-old self laughed my ass off.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh,
That's-
here's a funny story actually about my first time seeing Wally.
Yeah.
My sister Eden will immediately know because she was with me when this happened. Oh god damn, it's so fucking funny. So I was with my my grandfather,
Mhm.
my passive aggressive grandfather.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man.
And back when, you know, we were allowed to see him and he didn't move to Florida and became creepy. Well, he was always creepy, but
Right.
he he took us to see Wally, like all of us kids. He took us to see Wally. So we went to the movie theater, sat down in the movie. All of the previews were just rated R shit.
No.
Guns, violence, just
Yeah.
car explosions, all this
like
shit.
a red band trailers of them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like really bad
they
fucking.
fucked up in the
Oh, like
theater.
really bad trailer. Yeah, and then the movie starts with
In ancient China.
Long ago, a mythic battle between good and evil played out in ancient China.
and literally we're all sitting there like, Grandpa, I don't think this is Wally. I'm like, unless Wally starts with in ancient China. Turns out,
He fucked up.
well, no, he didn't fuck up. The theater did fuck up. It was the theater
Oh.
that fucked up. they played The Mummy 3 instead of Wall-E. So I'm like, how do you confuse the two?
Oh, they're pretty similar. Brendan Fraser,
The Mummy
Wall-E.
3.
The Mummy 3.
In ancient China. Fuck.
In ancient China. And I'm like, is this about a robot? Like,
No,
like was he born in China or like
Oh
was he
my
made in
God.
China? Like I don't understand how this correlates, Grandpa.
a bunch of red band trailers?
It was so confusing. I'm like, God, they're showing this to children.
Yeah.
Like even my 8-year-old ass was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm like, that guy just blew his goddamn brains out. Like, Grandpa, what the hell are you showing me?
I fucking love it. Oh my God.
Have I told you the story of when... Oh, I mean, I might have told you this off camera, but I probably just tell it again for the viewers. One time, my grandfather took me to Monsters, Inc. on ice.
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah, I think I've told you guys this story. And after it was the greatest goddamn experience of my life. Because it was Monsters, Inc. on fucking ice.
Yeah.
It was the greatest day that my 4-year-old self had ever had.
Right. Oh, you're
Granted,
4.
Granted, I was 4, yeah.
Right. I mean, I saw Disney on Ice when I was like 10, and I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. It was like interesting.
Well, my favorite part about Monsters, Inc. on Ice was the fact that, because my favorite thing from the time I was 3 to 5, maybe, was the CDA from Monsters, Inc. Fucking loved the CDA. I would rewind that shit and I would jump off of my fireplace to be the CDAs or like crashing through the windows and shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was my jam for the longest time.
The fucking CDA.
The CDA scene was my fucking jam for 2 years. My mom actually, we had a Pikachu costume, and she cut the tail off, and she made a CDA outfit out of that Pikachu costume
Oh, hell
for
yeah.
me for Halloween when I was 3. It was the best costume I've ever had. To
That's
this
a
day.
badass thing to dress up as.
It was a
Like-
goddamn CDA. I was a
you're
fucking
dressing up-
badass.
What are you dressing up from? Oh, it's from Monsters, Inc. They're like, oh, you fucking one of the monsters? No, bitch, I'm way better than that.
I'm the fucking
I'm the
police.
Fucking guy, yeah. I'm the ones who come and they yell at your fucking face, shave your shit, put a cone on you, fucking embarrass you in front of everybody, and then bounce like it was nothing. never call you back in the morning. Those motherfuckers are brutal.
Yeah, but they had a whole goddamn musical number in Monsters, Inc. on Ice.
About the CDA?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, it had like they were just skating around and shit. There were like people with like CDA hockey sticks like dancing in the corners. I'm like, fuck yes, my fucking jam.
Hell yeah.
With like a giant inflatable CDA, just like, oh
was
god.
Roz in it?
Roz was in it, but like I don't remember. I don't think she was in that number.
She's the underground boss of the CDA.
Yeah, she wasn't in that number, but like, oh man, I couldn't bust a nut, but if I could have at that age, I fucking would have. I would have bust 5 during that one number alone. Anyway, long story short, after the whole Monsters, Inc. on Ice experience, I was, throbbing, and so I needed to calm down naturally. I needed some food in my system, so my grandpa and I went to Wendy's, and I ordered.
Oh no!
Yeah, and I went and got chicken nuggets, like any 4-year-old would.
Of course.
And
Fucking love Wendy's chicken
we
nuggets.
go and sit down. My grandfather, who's wearing a baseball cap, we're sitting in the middle of the goddamn restaurant, takes off his fucking hat and proceeds to fold his arms. And I'm like, Grandpa, like 4-year-old me, just like, Grandpa, what are you doing? He's like, well, it's like, don't you want to bless the food? I'm looking around.
What a setup of a question.
Confused.
Don't I want to bless the food? Like
Yeah.
I had already, as if you had already contradicted the idea of
Yeah,
blessing the food, which
just confused 4-year-old me
4-year-old
looks
does.
around the restaurant. I'm like, we're in a Wendy's, Grandpa.
do I want to? Absolutely goddamn not.
No, I was 4 and I felt embarrassed, and he
Yeah.
was like, well, don't you want blessings? And I'm like, okay. So I like hesitantly folded my
I
arms
already
in the
had
middle.
the biggest bloodstream
and
of my life.
yeah, the goddamn CDA.
Yeah, I already took advantage.
Fucking throbbing.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was the biggest blessing of my life at that point in life, and you fucking cucked me with the goddamn praying over my goddamn chicken nuggets at Wendy's.
Wendy's.
It just confused the shit out of me as a kid. I was like, for God's sake, Grandpa, like, it's like, is this just something you do anytime you're at a restaurant? Because I guarantee,
Grandpa,
that you're not praying over your chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah, he just
anytime you go to any
death.
Wendy's ever. You're not sitting in a Denny's at 2 a.m. and like, oh fuck, I gotta pray real quick. Just give me a second. Like,
I bet he was just salty because he probably didn't like Monsters Inc. on Ice as much as you did, and he was probably like, fuck
well, talking to my dad about the situation later, because like, I remember coming home from that, like, I was super happy and stuff, but I think I came home crying about that. My dad immediately ran upstairs like, what did he say to you? He's like, it made me pray over my nugget, or something like that. And my dad later on telling me, because my grandpa made me feel bad about myself because he's a narcissist.
Yeah.
And he was passive aggressive like that.
Yeah.
And my dad later on, when he was telling me about like my experience through his eyes at least, he was like, oh yeah,
your dad's dad, right?
yeah. He's like, he was trying to teach you a lesson. He's like, it was all about him teaching you that this is a thing that we do. He's like, it had nothing to do, because he's like, he said the exact same thing I did. He's like, I guarantee he's not praying anytime he goes and gets a salad at Wendy's.
No.
He's not going in the restaurant, taking off his goddamn hat, sitting in the middle fucking like 2-seater section of Wendy's and just like, he's like, what, you don't want blessings? No, he meant to fucking shame me. Yeah, so that was the highest high immediately crashed into the lowest low.
Yeah.
Going to see Monsters Inc. on Ice.
And then him just ruining it.
Yeah.
Over fucking Wendy's. Yeah.
And I was like, I was so excited. I had my 4-piece nugget, I got my fries, I got my root beer, I was ready to go. And then all of a sudden, about to put one in my mouth, and he's just like, hold on. And I'm like, oh my god, I want food! God! Grandpa! Anyway.
Next time on Buhdder Chikken.
Oh, yeah, next time.
Caden attempts to beat this boss.
Yes, and I am going to predict what happens. He spends all next episode trying to beat it. When he doesn't, then
we have to fucking beat it off camera.
Alright,
see ya.
Bye.
Hugs and kisses, holding hands when nights are long. And in the fall.